This week's show is sponsored by printbymagic.com. We print directly to your bicycle playing cards.
Yeah. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go!
Hello and welcome to the Magicworld Review Show. I'm James Anthony and this is...
Sam Fitton.
Hey, he is back.
I am indeed.
Where have you been, mate? Where have you been?
I've been working hard, actually. And I've been in Venice, being eaten by mosquitoes.
Plenty of those mosquitoes then.
Yeah,
you showed me them earlier. Are you going to show them the other mosquitoes?
No, I'm not going to show them those. That sounds really dodgy, that.
Okay,
I'm showing you my dodgy bits.
He has got mega massive red dots all over.
I have been eaten alive. They love the gingers, mosquitoes.
Oh, will it come in the bonus afterwards?
No, it definitely won't come in the bonus features.
Well, we're very excited today to be bringing you a review product that's kind of linked with a past review that we did. This one is going to be this week of the Paragon 3D box by John Allen.
Yeah.
Exceptionally excited about this because it's something that a lot of people have been asking for, and we only got round, we should have done it maybe a week or so ago, but we thought let's do it now.
Yeah,
so
here
we go.
Well, we wanted to do this properly because we did the kind of the triple review originally of Mystery Solved by David Penn, 360 Wayne Dobson, and of course David Regal / Regal, his Clarity box. And so obviously we wanted to do this one properly. Exactly. We wanted to compare them and we wanted to give you the best review possible. So I suppose without further ado, we should probably go into the trailer.
Let's go into the trailer now.
Whether you're a close-up magician, a mentalist, or a parlor magician, you'll be able to use Paragon 3D as a finale to a whole range of effects.
So that is the Paragon 3D box by John Allen. It retails at £45 and you can get it from the link down below. So this is what we received and it's beautifully packaged. What are your first thoughts on the Paragon 3D box?
Firstly, obviously, as you've just mentioned, it's so neatly packaged. Inside there's a nice little kind of tray that comes out which keeps kind of the box secure.
Yep.
And the box itself is exceptionally good quality. It's very, very similar to Wayne Dobson's... No, not to an iPhone. To Wayne Dobson's 360 box.
Yep.
I'll actually show you the box now. This is the actual box that you get. It almost looks...
Is it not the exact same box?
No, it's not.
Has it been modified slightly?
It has, and John goes into great detail telling you how it's been modified.
Okay.
But essentially...
The reason I say this is that I've given the DVD to yourself over the weekend. Yeah. You reviewed it over the weekend yourself.
Yeah.
Then we brought it in this morning. I spent 2 hours myself messing around with it, trying to get the timing and everything right.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at. He's done most of the review of the DVD itself.
Yeah. So basically, the box is different by about 1mm. Wow, but that 1mm makes a huge... As any woman will tell you, size matters, and that extra 1mm on this box.
Does a millimetre really matter?
It does when it comes to clear plastic boxes. And your height.
Don't you start with my height here. So, it's not my fault that you're too tall for the TV screen.
So the box is fantastic. It is really good quality. It's a good piece of kit.
And more important, this is the sort of size box that I wouldn't mind carrying around at a gig in my pocket. Versus, of course...
clarity box.
I love the clarity box, but it's too big to be carrying around.
Yeah, it's not for close-up, is it? But this is well suited to the close-up performer.
Slightly smaller than the Mystery Solved as well, isn't it?
Yes,
slightly
smaller. Well, yeah, the Mystery Solved is
more taller,
and this is a better quality perspex.
I feel like, as we've mentioned in the past reviews, I wouldn't mind dropping that.
No.
By accident, of course.
Yeah, this would probably bounce a few times before breaking.
Yeah.
Unlike some of the others, which would probably go into 1,000 pieces. But so that's a really good quality box. You also get 2 sets of gimmicks.
Yeah, you got a lot.
I can't obviously say too much about the gimmicks, but you get 2 sets of what you need to make the gimmicks that go inside. Which was great actually, because normally you
do you not get an extra one as well for your belt and all sorts?
You get something else to facilitate the clean-up operation required at the end of performing.
Very well put.
Thanks very much. I'm glad I like that. So you do get something to assist in the kind of the clean-up, but more importantly, I thought you get a really nice quality bit of gimmick to make. And should point out, John's instructions on the DVD on how to make it was fantastic.
Yeah. How long was the DVD? It was 1
hour 6 minutes, and don't worry, John, I don't want that hour and 6 minutes back. It was well worth the watch. It was very detailed, the instructions when it came to constructing the gimmick, which was good because there is a little bit of work required to make the gimmick or gimmicks.
How long did it take you to make the gimmick?
Following his instructions, about 10 minutes. So
that's not long. That's all right.
So I had all the necessary things you need. Obviously, you're
very good at making.
You need craft supplies that you normally use for making a magic gimmick. So you need your craft knife, you need your scissors, some tape, some things like that, and some glue and things like that.
Why is it always Scotch tape with magicians?
I don't know. It's Americans, isn't it? Probably. So the gimmick takes about 10 minutes to make, but then once it's made, it will probably last you 100 to 200 performances.
Okay.
So
and of course you get enough to make another gimmick.
And you can always have a backup on the go, or for a different type of effect. So top marks for what you get included in the box.
And at the same time, it's been made so it's minimalistic as well, isn't it?
Completely,
Yeah, although you've got more than what you need to actually do this. You look at it and you think, oh wow, this is so simple. It's so little involved.
It is a very simple. And as you've seen from the demo, the actual illusion created by this effect is astoundingly good. The DVD that you get with it is fantastic. As I've already mentioned, the instructional part of it is just one tiny part of it. Following on from the instructional, there's also modifications you can make to it, and modifications you can make if you've already got another product.
Are those detailed on here on the DVD?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're all detailed on here, and it even goes into a couple of routines different from a card to box. With some lovely subtleties and some lovely ideas in play as well. So I was really impressed with the DVD.
So it makes sense more, doesn't it? That's the big thing about it. It all makes sense, the routines make sense.
What was great about this DVD by John was towards the latter stages of the DVD, which if anyone purchases this, I would absolutely advise you to watch all of it, because unlike a lot of Magic DVDs that are released these days, try and say that right, DVDs that are released these days, there was a lot of effort put into magic theory and the performance and how it should be performed and why it should be performed that way.
You don't see much of that now.
You don't see much of that because people just want instant visual, right, gaff, gimmick, whatever.
Yeah.
But John, I applaud you, sir, because that was probably one of the best sections of this DVD, and it's probably worth at least 50% that section of the price of this trick, because it was absolutely brilliant to watch. And it's just nice that, you know, I'm hopefully not the only one out there thinking, I want to learn a little bit more about that. I am interested in that, and that was a really nice touch.
I wish, you know, that's how we need to be training people in the future, is getting them intrigued in the theory.
And I think John is a man I would like to have a pint with and have a chat about that sort of stuff, because
there you go.
There you go. There you go. It's a date, John. But no, that was really great to see.
So, there's been a few reviews out there we've seen on the internet. And a few of them have talked about the tipping out of the card into the hands. A couple of people we've seen have said they've had difficulties tipping it out. However, that's not the experience that we had, is it?
Well,
really?
No. This is tricky because, no pun intended, this is tricky because there is a certain amount of skill required with this. Unlike, dare I say this, the Clarity Box.
Yeah.
Which is...
It works itself. It just happens.
You just... All you do is turn the box upside down and the work's done for you. This requires a little bit more of timing of... I think it was a Katerina. God knows how you say your surname, Katerina Dobrovnatova, something like that. Yeah. So apologies for that. But she does a fantastic review of this. However, she says it's a dexterity problem that she had with trying to learn how to do this. I don't think it's actually dexterity. I think it's a timing issue. You have to turning the box over and doing what you need to do with the box and the gimmick has to be timed well.
Almost perfectly,
But this, to put this into perspective, I mean, I work quite a lot, so you
were quite good with your timing anyway. You picked it up quick.
Yeah, it took me about 20 minutes to get down the tipping out. In fact, should we show them a little close-up clip of me doing it?
Let's do let's cut to a close-up clip now. So as you can see from the video, it's a very clean and very...
It looks amazing.
It looks incredible.
The illusion created from the whole... I can't say too much. Yeah. But the illusion created is astounding and probably one of the best of all of the clear box.
That's what I was going to say.
Out there.
The box afterwards can be examined, although, as you mentioned, a clear box... Most people don't want it to be examined. They don't even...
This is where we go into the magic theory side of things, which I'll touch on very quickly because I think it's important.
Okay.
A lot of people are stressing that the box can be examined. Now, in my experience of performing with the opaque boxes, like the original mystery box or anything like that, compared to the clear ones, is that obviously a clear one, people I found generally don't want to examine the box because the box is clear. Yeah. They can see there's nothing in it.
But even then, even with the other boxes, I never got asked to, can I have a look at that box, ever.
I don't know, there just seem to be in kind of...
There is a little bit of a...
Yeah, so I actually think with the clear boxes, the kind of suspicion is placed on the card rather than the box.
But the beauty is of this, you can leave it on the side and you are completely 100% clean. They can pick up that box and boom.
Yeah, once you perform the cleanup operation, which, although sounds complicated, isn't by any means. The cleanup is very, very simple. Any amateur magician could do it. Once the cleanup is done, you are 100% clean. You give out a sign card, you give out a clear box if you want to give it out. But as John goes into in the theory side of the DVD, most of the time people don't want to because the whole thing is so fair. And it's just...
Exactly.
So it's just done.
If you buy this, basically, you're going to have to spend... at least 20-30 minutes on getting the timing right to get it so that it works nice and cleanly and smoothly. With that practice though, once you've done it, I'm pretty confident that you could do this pretty quick. It's not instant magic. You've got to put the time in.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's what I like about it.
Yeah, you actually have to put some effort into this trick. I mean, I made loads of notes when I was watching this. One of the funniest things, actually, if you do buy this effect, which I will recommend that you do if you're a close-up worker and wanting to do this trick or this style of trick. You might have to get used to the only thing about the DVD is the dubious editing transitions. There's a lot of crazy effects going on there, and the music does sound like something from like a 90s kind of erotica film. It is a bit weird.
I'm gonna have to watch that after
this. It is a bit strange. It's kind of like this pulsing kind of dance-esque music. Obviously, me being an expert on 90s erotica music. It is a bit. That's the only thing, but it's making me laugh because it kind of is quite funny.
It's good.
And you do have to put up with John trying to sell you his perfect scoring system to score playing cards.
Oh, that's coming in a future review though, isn't it?
That's is it?
In the future one,
right, okay.
We've got one of those.
All right, okay. So
spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert. So it is quite funny because I think he tries to sell it you kind of brainwash you a little bit because he mentions about 30 times in the DVD.
It's quite funny. At the same time, it is a good product, so
it's brilliant, but it is quite funny. It's just one of those little things that I picked up on the DVD, and it just made me laugh.
Okay.
And you'll notice it as well if you buy it. It's like me; I always say the word "fantastic." I can't help it.
I say exactly.
I just repeat it all the time, and it's John has perfect score syndrome. So. So I'm just checking over my notes, and it is quite funny. John actually is very, very good on the DVD because he makes it funny. He's got a very dry sense of humour, and he drops in a few little golden gems, which I'm not going to ruin for you. But when you watch it, I was in tears at one moment. Maybe we just kind of share a sense of humour there, but it made me laugh a lot. So again, John, DVD, brilliant for that. Teaching was great. And then
so yeah, we've gone over a lot of things here. We've gone over the DVD. We've gone over the product. So you've seen the how it works. You're gonna have to put some time into it, as we've said.
Like all the other effects.
Don't let that put you off.
No. Like all the other effects that are out there, similar to this, you can modify this gimmick to do whatever you want. Whether it's a note, a prediction, God knows what else you want to do. You can modify it. All right. And then obviously, therefore, there's a lot of possibilities. Now, comparing it to the other ones, obviously, like we've got a mystery solved here, and we've got a clarity box. If I was comparing Paragon to those, I think you would have to say for a close-up worker or a close-up performer, Paragon's got the edge. Or Paragon 3D has.
That's what I would prefer to be carrying around.
It has the edge. You know, it's got a better construction of the box. Personally, I think the gimmick and the illusion created by it is probably a little better. And your angles are therefore better than, say, Mystery Solved, which is probably the best for currently for walking around.
It is,
whereas Paragon
and this
3D
compared to the old 360 inside a bag as well. I prefer it being outside of a black bag. To be fair, so
definitely. I mean, and obviously,
And the folding of the card inside the box when it's just sat there, either on their hand or on the table,
it looks like I love it. I love that. It actually looks like a folded playing card. Mainly because it actually.
Rather than just like one as well. You're actually seeing a fold. You're seeing the real card.
It almost, in fact, it almost is. It is actually almost a folding.
I'll just keep talking while you set it up ready to show.
I want to. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm doing. So there you go. You can see that it does actually genuinely look like a folded playing card in a box, and that's because that's what exactly.
And I think that's why there's a millimetre extra, because it just works. It just works.
It's great. So I mean, I think the pros of it obviously are clearly that it. I think for a close-up worker or a close-up performer, it definitely surpasses anything that's out there at the moment.
Right.
If you're performing this though, cabaret style. I actually think the clarity box is better.
I still agree with that. I mean, at the end of the day,
the clarity
that is made for parlour work.
The clarity box just has a bigger presence, and because of that, and it's easier to perform than Paragon. Which, if you're on stage or in a cabaret situation and you want something that's just going to work every time, no hassle, no fuss, you don't even have to think about it. The clarity box.
And on stage, that's exactly what I'm looking for.
So the clarity has the edge in a parlour cabaret situation.
For sure.
Whereas,
but
in walk around, Paragon 3D is probably the best you're going to get when it comes to this type of effect.
Can it be used with anything else other than cards, like banknotes?
Like we said earlier, I mean, you can modify it as much as you want. And John goes into details on how to do that, and little subtleties with it as well, which is nice. If you're a mentalist, which that's one of the funny bits on the DVD. That's one of the funny bits on the DVDs. It is quite funny. But so that's probably
there we go.
it. I mean,
that's it.
We've covered the price.
We covered the price, £45.
Yeah, that's
to you.
No,
always £45.
And so I'm just trying to think, comparing. I mean, maybe if you've got any questions to compare it against the other ones, pop it in the comment section below, and we'll try and answer them.
And we'll answer them as best as we can.
But to be honest, if you're looking for a clear card to box,
this is the
John's is probably the best out there currently.
Fantastic. Well, I think we're coming to the end of the review. I mean, damn good review. It's good to have you back, my friend.
Yeah, thank you. We do have to score it out of 10 though.
Yeah, we're about to do that.
Are we?
I hadn't forgot.
Oh, good.
Don't worry. Out of 10, I know what I would give it.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm going to give it very, we're talking 9 here. So I was just, is it a 9 or 9.5?
No, I've got to give it a 9. I don't think anything's. I don't think I can go higher than a 9.
You can't go higher than a 9. Okay.
No, I can't go higher. 9.5. It's 9 or 10, isn't it? If you go 9.5, you're into percentages.
Like 9.2.
What?
Okay,
don't be stupid.
Right, okay.
All
right. I think we've mutually agreed then on a 9.
Yeah, it's got to be a 9.
There we go.
Yeah, brilliant.
9 for Paragon 3D.
Well done, John. It's
fantastic.
Yeah, I fooled myself playing with this earlier.
And I can't wait to watch this DVD later on today and get going with this, because honestly, I'm that excited about it. It's cool.
Yeah, I'm buying one.
Brilliant. We've got one for you. I think we've sold them all.
I've made it.
I think he wants this one. That's what it was. But no, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for coming back, Sam. Hopefully bring you back on the show very soon.
Cool.
And see you again until next week. Bye-bye.
Bye. We're not in focus, are we?
Yeah.
Amazing, good job. Right,
cheers,
job done.
Cheers, man.
Yep, job done. Easy.
Easy, bit back
You get a lovely little box. Where have we put the box? Go and get the box.
That's not very good. Well, you show that while I'm getting the box then. We're not starting again from the beginning.
No, we're not starting again from the beginning. Come back.
So yeah, here we go.
Come back. Come back. So obviously that was
Sorry. Need another